Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Rockcliffe Park. This is an exciting day for Middlesbrough Football Club and marks the beginning of a new chapter for the club. I'm delighted to formally announce today the official affiliation of Middlesbrough FC Women. I can see Mary clapping down there. It's been in the pipeline for a while, this, but we're delighted today to now have everything in place to start building our foundations for the future. Joining me today, at the end, I've got Ben Fisher. Ben's going to be the new general manager for the women's football. Ben worked tirelessly over the last few years alongside his wife, Susanna, running the team prior to us becoming Middlesbrough Football Club. He's done a super job, and I'd like to put on record our thanks for the time that he spent over those years, and also with the help in the transition to Middlesbrough Football Club. Alongside Ben, we've got Jess Dawson, one of our players, who was leading scorer last year, injured towards the end, but hopefully is getting back over the summer, and I'm sure looking forward to the affiliation with the club. And next to me, we've got Michael Mulhern. Ben, over the last few weeks, has carried out a thorough recruitment process. A new head coach is vital for the progressions that we want to see within the club, and for building the foundations to progress forward and hopefully move up through the pyramid of the women's football system. Michael's got a lot of experience, been in football, women's football, for well over 20 years, and brings a lot of experience both in coaching, talent ID and development. So we're delighted to have Michael on board with us, and Ben's done a super job helping us bring Michael on board, and we do really see that as important and vital to the progression over the coming months and seasons. I'd like to hand over to these guys now, because they're the important ones, and look forward to progression.
Ben, I'll start. Obviously, as Neil said, over the last few years you've been, running Middlesbrough women's team and trying to take it in a new direction, a new trajectory. I mean, how important does it feel today to merge with Middlesbrough Football Club to kind of realise what you were putting in place?
It's massive. Obviously, we've been competing against the likes of Newcastle. You've seen what they've done this season with the backing of the men's club. And we could only go so far as we were. The club coming on board, it's huge. It's huge for the team. It's huge for the area, because now it gives everybody that opportunity to pull on the Middlesbrough shirt. Do you know what I mean? It's not just our football team. It's sort of a legacy that we're trying to create across Teesside. So every girl and every boy now has the opportunity to play for this brilliant football club.
Yeah, and just one for you, Mick, in terms of accepting this role. I mean, what was it for you that kind of appealed and made you want to take the role?
Really exciting project. I mean, I've been involved in the women's game for a long time. Over recent years, it's been the men's game, and I've been scouting really for England, for the FA, doing some work. I didn't think there'd be another job for me that would excite us. This really put a little glint in my eye, and I thought, well, I can maybe create something here that I've done elsewhere. So really excited to be here. I wouldn't have come into this project if I didn't think it was worthwhile, and the support of the football club is clearly going to be immense, and that's why I'm here.
And Neil, just one for you in terms of Middlesbrough Football Club. Why was it important for you to bring the women's club under the umbrella of the...
I think I'd echo some of Ben's comments about giving young girls and boys the opportunity to play for their football club. Ben and his team have done a super job, but we feel we can help out with that and help take it to the next level. And I think we've got hopefully the resource, not just financial, but the resource around the club, with the facilities and the people we've got to help do that and put those foundations in place to give us something to be proud of, and sit alongside the men's team as focal points within the town and the area.
Just finally for me, obviously we've heard playing for Middlesbrough Women, top scorer last season. You're now going to wear the Middlesbrough FC badge. What does that mean to you and the rest of the players?
To be honest, I didn't think it would happen. Especially the years that I've been playing football, you know, and if anything, it's come at the right time, and I'm so happy for the younger girls who are a lot younger than me coming through to play for that shirt, play for that badge, and play for your hometown. It's what you dream of, so I'm excited to get ahead of it, and hopefully next season we can be bigger and better, and hopefully I can score more goals and get us back to where I think we belong, really.
What's the ambition, Mick, kind of short term and long term?
Well, short term is to get out of this league as fast as possible, really. I think Newcastle, it's took them 4 years with the investment of the club. I'd like to think we can do it quickly. Long term, I want to be in the Super League. That's why I've come back into it. I see this project basically flying, but it'll take a lot of hard work. And the foundations are, the fact the football club's involved, that's it. The solid foundations there, and it's my job with everybody else and the support of the players in the club to build. And I think we can do that, and that's the aim. I'm not here for anything else. It's Super League.
And Ben, when you look, so many top players have come from the North East in the last 10 years or so. Is that your hope now, to tap into that in the region?
Well, yeah, that's it. Obviously, over the years, even in my short time as with the club, we've lost players to WSL teams, Championship teams. Obviously, the big name Beth Mead, she left Middlesbrough because at that time we couldn't match their ambition. Where now, with the club involved, we can hopefully match your ambition, and they can match our ambition as well. So we can provide that platform for them now.
Neil, I don't know whether it's kind of too early to say, but training ground wise, playing wise, does anything change there, or is that?
Well, we are going to integrate some training sessions here. We're already planning and working on that now. We will look to do some games at the Riverside, increase the exposure, and increase hopefully people's excitement and desire to come and watch the women's game here in Middlesbrough.
Just ask you, Jess, what's it been like as a women's player over the last few years? Because the excitement has boomed, you've seen attendances kind of skyrocket to levels that have never been reached before. It must be exciting to be part of the game now when you see the way it's going.
Yeah, of course. I think obviously the Euros was massive as well, and just to give that confidence in young females playing football, you know, and it's always been about the men. Obviously the game and the growth's a lot bigger than the women's, and to get this step here with the club, you know, and to try and lift things for the women's game, it's a perfect opportunity. And I've played for many years now, and it's never had a biggest opportunity as we have now. So I'm forever grateful for the support and all Ben's hard work last season to get us where we are today, and hopefully moving forward for next season.
And sorry, just one more, Ben. On that, does this feel like the perfect time to be doing this, to be tapping into?
Definitely. I mean, obviously they've got the World Cup coming up. Yeah, everything just seemed to fall into place, really. Everything seemed to align. Like Mick wanted to take the job, got involved. Yeah, perfect.
Enough for any more, or do you guys just want one-on-ones now?
Mick, you know what's possible because you've kind of lived through it. You know what's possible to achieve in this area. Is that what you see as a possibility here as well? Yeah,
exactly. Well, you'll know my history at Sunderland, and that took a while, but it's just putting things in place. So as Ben's already mentioned, it's so the young girls of Middlesbrough and Teesside can aspire to something, and those girls now who are maybe 10, 11-year-old, something will be in place in a few years which will be really solid, and they can come in and you know, make a name for themselves and be the future Beth Mead, the future Jordan Nobbs, because they're Teesside girls who, you know, kind of in the England setup now, who I had at Sunderland as young players, but there wasn't a club for them then, but now there is. So it's fantastic opportunity.